Okay, so this is my Nikon N75 camera body that I got on eBay for like $27. I had fun shooting a roll with it when I first got it. I just loaded up one of these Arista EDU 400 rolls of black and white film. It's a 24 exposure roll, and I just chucked it in the camera with new batteries, and it worked just fine. When I went to reload it, the camera just refuses to load it properly. I did the exact same thing I did the first time, and the first time went fine. So I don't know what's causing it this time. I've tried it since a couple times to get it to work. I've had to unload the film in a dark bag a couple times just to try to recover it. I've actually lost two rolls now because, well, the first roll I wasn't sure if it had preloaded, and then I opened it and exposed it. The second roll actually cracked off when I was trying to rewind it for like the third time. Not ideal. I was just trying to save some money if I could, but I'm gonna probably sacrifice this roll just to show you what's happening. So hopefully I can figure out if I need to get a new body or if it's something I'm doing wrong or something else. So anyway, so these are CR2 batteries I bought on Amazon about 2 years ago. Two of these I use one roll on, and then two of these are brand new. Let's see if I can find the expiration date. Uh, There you go. 12/20/31 is the expiration date on those. So, I mean, they still should be fine. And like I said, I used one pair of these, like one time, and then one pair I just tried loading the film with, and it's still saying low battery. That's why that's relevant detail. Anyway, okay, so I have nothing in this right now. I'm gonna try to load it, and then hopefully I can show you what's going on. So it's worth noting this camera pre-winds the film, so that basically means it's going to try to suck all the film out of this roll and then spool it on the take-up reel. And then as you shoot photos, it's supposed to suck it back into this. And at the end, it'll just do a little move to suck the film in, and then you can pull it out and chuck in a new roll. Or some people are confused why I had to unload in a dark bag. That's why, because this camera is actually unloading the whole roll. It's just not properly registering that it sucked the whole roll out. So let me go ahead and start loading it. There we go. There we go. Obviously, is to read DX codes. These do not have a DX code, so the camera just defaults to 100 ISO. So I'm going to go ahead and insert that. The manual says, yeah, obviously insert this side first. You put it in there. Now the manual does say you don't want it tilted up like this or that. You want it to be flat down. And then I'm going to pull it across. Now the manual does say that this red sticker right here is where the film reader is supposed to line up. It can't be too far past or before that. So we want that just slightly past, kind of like that, I think is what the manual's asked for. And we want to make sure that's pushed down. Okay. Now the manual does indicate, and this is what happens. Now that our camera's on, I'll just go ahead and close the door, and it should load the film. Again, first film roll I had worked perfectly fine. Exact same brand, exact same type, 24 exposure roll. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So it's going to try to pre-wind. You can see it ticking up. See, I have the blinking film indicator. This, and it's also complaining about low battery. I don't know why that's happening. And obviously, if I go to try to take a picture with the shutter button, it blinks that as well. From what I can tell, it's just like a general film error, and it's saying that I should unload and reload the film. So now instinctively, the first time this happened, I just turned the camera off and I turned it back on. And then you'll hear this. It's going to tick. And what seems to be happening is, but it's trying to basically suck more out than exists in the roll. So it's like it's rubbing against what are those called? The sprockets? Yeah, sprockets. It's rubbing against the sprockets on the film there, and which is weird because again, the first time I did this, it worked perfectly fine, and I also got 23 exposures indicated. It just let me start shooting, so I don't know what the problem is. Somebody said I should try sucking the film in. So I'll go ahead and do that. So on this camera, you press this button and this button together, and that should try to retract the film. But of course, it's pulled it out so far that it can't suck the film back in. So it's just doing the same thing. It's ticking against the sprockets. So if you try to turn it off and back on, get the same thing. So I don't really know what's going on. This camera body is really awesome. The first roll I shot with it was a lot of fun. It's super great with autofocus. It's really fast. Yeah, if anybody has any ideas what's going on with this, I would appreciate any advice you have. I mean, worst case scenario, I guess I could probably just buy another body. 'Cause, I mean, the N75 is pretty cheap. If I can get this one working, it will be great because it's in pretty good shape, and, like, the first roll is perfect on it, so I don't understand what's going on. Anyway, that was all. Thank you.